This is Duncan Bulk, one of the standout 1.0 Hero Factory sets. And today, I'm going to dive in and talk about what makes this set great. Whether that's the visual look of the character, or his fantastic array of brilliant pieces. Let's see how you can use every single one of them when building your own custom creations. And we'll take a look at a pretty sick revamp of the character as well. Sounds good. Let's go. Bulk, the Silver Knight. I actually love this all silver color scheme. Sure, it's one of the more common colors. It was so common in Bionicle that there are people that just outright don't like the color. But I don't know, dude, Bulk wears this really well. Silver and black with a little hint of trans orange. He looks like some kind of sports car. He's flashy, he's cool. The mask also has a really great energy to it. The lone pillar in the center and the kind of pseudo T-shaped visor for his face to poke through. Dope. Sure, the set has very limited poseability, which is kind of a staple across all of the 1.0 heroes. None of them have knees, none of them have elbows. But I think that adds a certain charm to these sets. You know, the original Toamata, they had no elbows or knees, but they were still great. I don't know, the lack of poseability, it doesn't bother me too much. The Bulk is still packed full of great designs and an awesome aesthetic. I think that's all I need. Something I really like about the 1.0 heroes is you can kind of group them to some degree. You've got the three blaster arm boys. And in universe, they're meant to be the veterans. They've fought many battles, they've been heroes for a long time. And I think that reflects in their armor and their weaponry. Because you can see that, they've all got different torso molds, each one unique to the character. But then we've got the other group, the rookies. They've all got handheld weapons, and their torso molds are identical in shape. But you know, they're obviously recolored to suit each character. See, that's fun. The look of the character, it gives you an indicator of their experience, and it tells you a little bit about who they are. And hey, Bulk's unique torso is dope. The pistons molded into it, the sharp angles. It's almost got a bit of a Transformer vibe going on. As for the blaster arm, it does get a bit of flack from people because it's hollow on the inside. And yeah, I get it, it is a bit of a shame. But from the opposite side, oh, it looks so good. But as good as it looks on Bulk, this piece also has some interesting mocking potential. Let's take a look at this piece and every other piece that comes in this set, and we'll see how you can use them to make your own custom creations. We'll begin with that blaster arm. Yeah, you might think that this is a little bit too specific to this set. It's going to be hard to use on a mock, right? Well, that's not true. Tolerant Axe 97, they've built the Opportunity Rover, which, I mean, look at this, it's sensational. But take a closer look. You'll notice Bulk's arm is embedded into the side. It blends in with all of these other mechanical details and greebles. You can barely tell that this was once a robot arm. I mean, this is the definition of a nice part use. How good is this? Bulk also includes a nice leg guard piece. I like how they're used here, kind of covering up most of the piece and just focusing on the bottom bit. Now it's being used as a kind of, I don't know, neat little eye protection thing. It's cute. But if not, take a look at what Fabs has done, turning this into the seat of a bike. What an unexpectedly awesome part use. It's like this piece was made for this purpose. We've also got that torso piece that comes in this set. And yo, this is crazy helpful. You could use it like Claus the Wolf has done, and use it to shape the head design of this creature. It's amazing how the gaps in the side, they leave areas for these eyes to poke out. And then the bottom bit of the torso, it forms this interesting nose. This is awesome. Or, take some notes from Shubi 4000. You can add some pieces on the front and turn it into a cool looking head. More of a humanoid head than a creature head. And you know, I told you, this does have some Transformer vibes. This is sick. Over to Bulk's foot piece. Here's a cool way that you could use this. M-Squid, they pair it with a few other pieces, some CCVS armor, and when they're all together like this, you get a very clean and well-shaped torso. Isn't that great? Oh yeah, and then you'll notice the silver hero core, that's on the waist down here. So what about Bulk's trans orange hero core? Well yeah, you could use it as a waist design like that does. Or do what Claus the Wolf has done. You can add in some legs down below and turn this hero core into an adorable little bug. How creative. Hey, let's stick with those trans orange pieces. We've got Bulk's head. I quite like the way that Bricktacular Builds has used this alongside some other pieces to create such realistic sushi and other different food items. Yeah, you'll see two of these pieces right here side by side. I mean, what a great part use. It's pretty easy to mistake this for not being Lego. It looks just like the real thing. That's the sign of a good mock. Moving on over to Bulk's mask. Little Fuzz Mock's design, they have taken two of these pieces and turned them into a sweet looking upper leg. The way that the mask curves backwards, the natural shape of it translates very well into a good looking thigh. Very nice. Like all of the 1.0 heroes, Bulk comes with some of these hand sockets in black. Lego David uses some yellow ones here to create a nice waist design. If you're struggling to make your own kind of custom waist design that doesn't use any prefab pieces, this might give you a few ideas. We also have that phenomenal 1.0 torso piece. Check out how Loaf Builds has used it here. If we flip the mock around, you'll notice that this piece is embedded inside the top of the torso. The good thing about this piece is it naturally has a very kind of mechanical and greebled look to it. That's just how the piece was molded and made. So if you're going to pair it with other greebled pieces, you're going to end up with something truly spectacular. This is fantastic. Bulk also includes a pearl light grey handpiece with the molded fingers. Logan W gets two of them and places them amongst the rest of this torso. Yeah, here it kind of stops looking like a hand. Yeah, because the textures of the fingers, they just kind of blend in with the segmented designs that we see on the shoulders and the belly. These pieces can add in that perfect little hint of texture. They don't just need to be used as hands. And the last piece in this set is this black Hero Factory arm and leg piece. Bionic Supreme uses a couple of them. They are the leg design on this dude. The aesthetic of this guy, he's pretty big, tall, and imposing. He's got a big head, a big torso, and a big weapon. But they've got slim, almost cartoon-like arms and legs. So if you're going for that kind of aesthetic, then these leg pieces are perfect. I mean, they look pretty good here. And that is every single piece that comes in Bulk 1.0. So let's check out that sick revamp of Duncan Bulk, shall we? This revamp is built by Fu Min. Hey, pairing that Brain Attack trans orange visor with this 1.0 torso element, that is such a nice combo. It accents the orange just a little bit more than the set did, but it still keeps it very minimal. I like that. Another nice touch on this head is the inclusion of these light bluish grey armor plates. These appeared in a set like this War Machine Buster that came out in the wave of Endgame Marvel sets, but they come in other sets too. So look, if you don't apply the stickers, yeah, you could put them on the head or on the knees. But see, what I like about putting these on the face, it matches the same energy that we see on the ends of the torso, the way those flare up. Always good to see a bit of consistency across multiple areas of a mock. That looks good. Very good. And dang dude, the rest of this armor is just mind-blowing. Using a mix of Technic pieces and CCBS parts, it creates such a clean and well-crafted look. He looks like a Gundam. He looks like a Transformer. The vibes are immaculate. And then giving him a jetpack? Dude, this just keeps getting better and better. Especially when we take a look at the weapons. There's something so perfect about heroes with big blasters. And this stylish, all-black design, it looks wonderful. And then building a stand so that he can kind of pose with the blaster while he's flying. Awesome. But my personal favorite are these blades. It's good to see a nice little injection of a tiny bit more trans orange. And then it's great to have a brand new weapon for the character. Because in the various versions of Bulk as a set, he never really had blades like this. But see, I always saw the character as the weapons expert, the demolition guy. So giving him multiple different options for weapons that he can use in a fight, it just kind of feels appropriate. Dude, this revamp is perfection. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Bulk 1.0. If you want to see more wonderful creations from the builders I spoke about today, take a look at the links below. You can find more inspiration waiting for you right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.